Hello and welcome everyone to this week's video where I'm going to be talking about why create a class is better than any other gun building system like Gunsmith in COD, or like looting in battle royales, I guess, and all the stuff like that. You can give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Just make sure you like the video and subscribe first because, I don't make the rules. It's just better if you do that, So yeah, I'll see you in the comment section. But anyways, let's get going. I'm using the Titanfall 2 creative class as my example for a creative class because it's actually the most recent game I can think of with this system, and of course it's the one I'm freshest with. I have in my memory the most recently because I play the game every day, but I'm going to start with the most tangible and easy to understand reason first, which is ease of use. When you go into create a class, it is much easier to just quickly put together a class than it is to make one in Gunsmith. In Gunsmith, you have to examine each little attachment there is, look at the buffs and nerfs it gives the gun, then do an entire cost-benefit analysis that you learned in that one college class to decide whether you want that attachment or not. There are also 12,000 attachments per guns. In creative class, you get to choose between like 2 to 5 attachments, and out of each of those, there's at most like 15 options in total between all of those. Also, barring suppressors, all these attachments are just buffs to the guns, with no downsides. So rather than have to micromanage every little stat of your gun, and have this whole entire grid at the bottom left corner, just dedicated to telling you what this does to the gun, you just get to choose what fits you best. If you want extra ammo, boom, here's an extended magazine. If you want to reload faster, boom, here's speed loader. If you want to ADS faster, well, here's an attachment for that. It's that easy. The next reason that create a class is better than Gunsmith is that it doesn't make the gun drastically different. The amount of times I've played COD and heard someone ask if a gun is any good, and the immediate response is, yeah, once you get good attachments, it's pretty alright. In create a class, the base gun is actually usable. But also, in the create a class system, you can just pick up any gun and instantly know what it does. You don't have to sit there and wonder if it's kitted out to be able to hip fire, has a barrel that makes it effective at long range, none of that. You won't see guns being built out to perform drastically different from how they were originally intended. You pick up a gun, know what gun it is and how it should behave, and can instantly start fragging with it, as seen in my last video, gun game in Titanfall 2. Also, since the attachments don't make the guns drastically different, you don't have to wonder what build is the best. You don't have to go watch 8,000 YouTube videos every patch that review every build of a gun to see if your gun is still viable. None of that. It's much more simple. While we're talking about the way guns and attachments and how they balance into the game, let me talk about how this works into one of the main reasons I dislike battle royales. In BRs, you look for both your guns and the attachments for your guns. You don't decide beforehand what attachments are on your gun, and even what gun you'll be using. You get to drop in, and hopefully, I guess, you'll get something that you can shoot at people. The amount of times I've watched streamers play BRs and die near the beginning of the match simply because their loot wasn't as good as the enemies is way too high. That's not balance in a video game, that's RNG. Leaving any factor of my success up to luck is something that I don't find enjoyable in a video game. But anyways, I'm not going to keep ranting about BRs. But that was a short view about why I prefer the creative class system better than gunsmiths or looting and all that stuff. If you enjoy hearing me talk about video games, make sure you like and subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitch and Twitter and all of that. The links are in the description below. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.